Today at Tidbits, we're diving into some technology myths you've probably heard before. You know, those statements that sound so true, you almost never question them. Have you ever heard that all deleted data is gone forever? Or that a VPN protects you completely from tracking? What about the idea that public Wi-Fi is safe to use? Well, you might want to grab a snack and stay tuned, because we're about to uncover the truth behind these common misconceptions. But first, make sure you watch till the end and hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't want to miss these surprising facts. Alright, let's kick things off with something you've probably heard a lot. Closing apps on your smartphone saves battery. Sounds logical, right? But here's the twist. It's actually a myth. In reality, most apps pause in the background. When you constantly close them, it can drain your battery even more as your phone works to reopen them every time you switch back. Crazy, right? Next up, let's talk about Macs. You may have heard that Macs don't get viruses. Sounds great for Apple fans, but that's also a myth. While Macs are less frequently targeted than PCs, they're not immune. Good security practices are essential for any device, so don't skip out on antivirus software. Now, how about incognito mode? You've probably heard it makes you completely anonymous online, but surprise, that's a myth. Incognito mode only stops your browser from saving history on your device. Your online activities can still be tracked by websites and your internet service provider. So, if you think you're incognito, think again. Let's discuss something a bit more philosophical. You might have heard that technology makes us less social, but here's the thing. This is a myth. While some people feel isolated, technology actually enhances our social connections through social media, messaging apps, and video calls. It's all about how we use it. And how about charging your phone overnight? Many believe it damages the battery, but that's another myth. Modern smartphones have built-in mechanisms to stop charging when the battery is full, so you can charge overnight without worrying. Now, let's dive into artificial intelligence. You might be thinking, AI will replace all human jobs, but this is a myth. While AI will automate certain tasks, it will also create new job opportunities that require human oversight, creativity, and emotional intelligence. You've probably heard that social media is only for personal use, but guess what? That's another myth. Businesses leverage social media for marketing and customer engagement, making it a powerful tool for professional growth. What about password complexity? You might hear that it's overrated, but here's the truth. This is a myth. Strong, complex passwords are essential for security. Simple passwords are easily cracked, putting your accounts at risk. And how about public Wi-Fi? Many believe it's safe as long as it's password protected, but that's a myth. Even password-protected networks can be insecure because hackers can still potentially gain access to the network or use techniques like man-in-the-middle attacks to intercept your data. While the password might prevent casual users from connecting, it doesn't encrypt your data or protect against malicious actors on the same network. To stay safe on public Wi-Fi, use a virtual private network VPN. Avoid accessing sensitive information like bank accounts or passwords. Next, let's tackle file deletion. You might think if I delete a file, it's gone forever, but that's a myth. Deleted files often go to a recycle bin or can be recovered until they're overwritten by new data. You might believe that all free software is safe to use, but the truth is, that's a myth. Some free software can contain malware or adware. Always research and stick to trusted sources. Have you heard that virtual reality is just for gaming? Well, that's not true. VR is utilized in various fields like education, healthcare, and architecture, offering immersive experiences far beyond gaming. And what about app data? You might think if I delete an app, all its data is removed from my device, but this is a myth. Deleting an app doesn't always erase all collected data. Some info may still remain in backups or on developers' servers. Let's discuss private browsing. You might believe it guarantees complete anonymity, but that's a myth. Private modes limit local tracking, but websites, ISPs, or governments can still track your online activity. You may think you're safe from tracking if you use a VPN, but that's a myth. While a VPN masks your IP address, it doesn't stop tracking through cookies or your online behavior. Have you ever thought smart speakers are always listening? Here's the truth. That's a myth. They activate only after hearing a wake word, but they do collect data on interactions, raising privacy concerns. What about password managers? You might hear they aren't secure, but this is a myth. Password managers encrypt your passwords, offering a higher level of security compared to trying to remember everything. And how about privacy? You might hear you don't need to worry about privacy if you have nothing to hide, but this is a myth. Privacy is about maintaining control over your personal information and how it's used, not just hiding wrongdoing. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Let us know in the comments if you've heard any other tech myths that we should address. Tidbits, where curiosity meets insights.